The car's paint color is very important to your purchasing decision. I don't know very many people who have wanted to be seen in a brown car, but they still paint cars in brown for whatever reason. We have data coming out supporting which colors hold their resale value the absolute best and which colors, maybe like brown, sink like a rock. Orbit IC cars are always reliable for very interesting studies in the automotive landscape. And let's get into the colors that hold their value the best out there on the market. Now, what's mind-blowing here is the average car loses 22.5% of its value in 3 years. Yellow cars only lose 13.5%. I got to do a quick timeout here because I'm still lamenting over Toyota's decision not to bring the mustard color to the Prius. I'm in the market to buy a new Prius, and I was offered a white one. I don't want a white Prius Prime, even though it would hold its value fairly well, so we'll find out here in a little bit. But the yellow, who would have thunk that the yellow would have held its value by far the best in the market? If you buy a yellow vehicle, you save more than $3,000 compared to the average vehicle in the market. Now, yellow, beige, orange, and green cars all lose at less than 20% of the value. Remember, the average is 22.5%, and gold, brown, and black drop the most value, losing over $10,000 in 3 years. So this year's study compared pricing data over 1.3 million 3-year-old used cars to determine the impact of color on resale value. Yellow cars hold their value the best, appreciating 60% less than the average vehicle, and the average vehicle loses $9,600 after 3 years of value. A yellow car will lose just $6,600 of value, which leads to the $3,000 in savings. All right, so let's get into the list here. Beige, so kind of like the off sparkly white, which that's what I was offered in my Prius Prime. To me, it's not about market value because I'm probably going to get rid of it in a year or two. Who knows, right? Who knows what comes down the line where I want more than a Prius Prime. But that's a vehicle I want right now. And yellow is off the table. So maybe I should just settle for a beige one because it'll hold its value the best. But I also want a red one if available. I mean, here's the thing. What's the difference between white and beige? Beige is just slightly off white. Are they considering a sparkly white beige? White, just gloss white? It's hard to say. But orange holds its value well. Green holds its value well. Red, blue, and gray. The only purple car I think I've reviewed is the Hellraise and Hellcat. It was like the Brass Monkey package. That's the only purple car I've tested, and it is below average when it comes to holding its value. Even though its depreciation percentage is below average here, its dollar percentage is not below average. So maybe the Mitsubishi Mirage, because they come in like this dark purple burgundy color, maybe that's keeping the dollar amount low here. Silver, then black, then brown, then gold. Gold and brown both I equate with the absolute worst colors to buy. Just from my personal perspective, they have the stigma of being not only ugly, but for old people. So people don't really want these colors secondhand. Black makes a lot of sense on a new car, but man, after a while, black can fade. It shows any imperfection quite easily unless you're waxing it and polishing it just perfectly. Also have an SUV segment here. Overall, the average here for depreciation on SUV is about 25%, but yellow still up there at the top by a wide margin. Look at this. 3-year depreciation on a yellow SUV is 9% versus the next in the list, which is green, which is 20%. There's a huge difference here between the two and a doubling of money saved compared to the next best option with green. Then you have orange. Now, interestingly, purple does well on SUVs, but it doesn't do well on cars. Red's still doing well. Beige not doing as well on an SUV as it does on a car. Then you have gray and white. Blue does worse on an SUV, but silver, black, brown, and gold are unanimously terrible for resale value. For trucks, interestingly, white does the best, or should I say beige, off-white. Then you have orange, green, brown. Where's yellow? I guess there are no yellow trucks. But look at this. Brown sneaks into the top 4. That's a hard one to understand there. If you guys know why brown snuck into the top 4 here on a pickup truck. And strangely, when we look at just sedans, apparently brown holds its value the best. Riddle me that. Red, orange, blue, beige, green, and yellow are all above average. It's crazy how far yellow has fallen here. But we look at convertibles like the LC 500 convertible and flare yellow. That's like my dream car. It has the least depreciation there as well. Then orange, then blue, then green, then red. Then you have white, interestingly dropping in the bottom half, gray, black, and silver. No brown offered on any convertibles, it looks like. Now coupes, just tested the flare yellow RC coupe on the channel. That does extremely well. And then you have fun colors on coupes as well. Orange, red, blue, green. And then you get into different shades of black and white. Then you throw purple in there as well. No brown, no brown there. Minivan. Interesting. Well, we do have a green on the Toyota Sienna. That's like the Woodland Edition. It's also called the Cypress color, but I think you can get it without the Woodland Edition, the Cypress color. Brown does well in a minivan. Blue, white, purple. It's crazy the difference between green and blue. Just 2 spots away, there's like you go from 20% to 30% drop in depreciation. Silver does the worst, which was fine for me buying on the secondhand market because I have a silver minivan, which is a good color here in Florida. Let me know what category of car you own: minivan, truck, SUV, sedan, coupe, whatever, and which color did you buy? Did you buy it new? Because this affects depreciation quite heavily for the first 3 years. But buying used, if you buy used, maybe you put in some of these colors that don't traditionally hold their value as well after 3 years, like silver, gray, black, purple, gold, and brown. It depends on the vehicle on those, because sometimes brown sneaks up high in the list when you're talking about sedans for some reason. But I can't wait to see you guys down below. This is more of a fun recording today, talking about depreciation on certain car colors in a specific category of car. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Smash the like button if you had fun with me today, and have a great day. Peace.